Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Thursday. It is September 25th. On this Thursday morning, I appreciate you being here early with me for Morning Pulse. I'm Kelsey Marier, your host and producer for this digital broadcast. I like to bring you a couple of top local headlines in southeast Minnesota and northern Iowa so that you can start your day with the news that is happening right around you. Sometimes we also cover stories that affect all of Minnesotans or all Iowans, but we do like to keep this as local as we can because you can get your national news anywhere else, but we want to make sure that we're providing you with local news information so that you know what's going on. So we appreciate you being here for Morning Pulse. We do like to keep this little digital broadcast under 10 minutes so that it's quick, easy for you to get the information and then move on with the rest of your day. So today I will be bringing you 4 news headlines. We'll also talk a little bit about weather at the very end, and then you can get back to whatever you were doing for your day, or the start of your day rather, if you are just kind of getting started with your day. So let's start with our first story, kind of a developing story overnight and into this morning that we have been following for the past several hours. So we're going to start with that. It is in Freeborn County, the developing story is, and we're talking about a shooting that turned deadly in Freeborn County. So right now we do know that 1 man is dead after this shooting. It happened in rural Alden, which is again in Freeborn County. Here's what we know so far. We do still have some details that we're working to confirm, but we haven't so far. But what we do know right now is the Freeborn County Sheriff's Office responded to the scene about 5:10 on Wednesday evening. This was following some sort of disturbance. So then once authorities got to the scene, they found a 45-year-old man with 2 gunshot wounds to his chest. Because of that, he was taken to nearby Alden, where he was stabilized, and then he was actually flown by Mayo 1, the helicopter there, to Rochester. Unfortunately, he didn't make it. He died shortly before 8 p.m. last night. Meanwhile, another man and a woman who both reportedly live at the same residence as that man, those 2 people were taken to the hospital in an ambulance. They have non-life-threatening injuries, so just an update there. The sheriff's office does say that a different man was detained for questioning before being released. So all 4 of those adults we know that are involved in this situation, in this shooting incident, they are related. And so, again, we are working to confirm any more details in this, the identities of any of the people involved and things like that. So once we get more information in this, with this developing story, obviously, we're going to share it with you on air, online, on our digital platforms here, as well as on our KTTC mobile app. So wherever you get your news or wherever you get updates from KTTC, we will make sure to put those new details on all of those platforms for you. All right, our next story this morning is kind of also a continuing coverage story that we've seen over the last several months. So you may notice that the woman that was just on your screen, Shiloh Hendricks, she is the woman accused of using racial slurs against a black child living with autism. That video went viral in Rochester, obviously. The newest information we have today is that Shiloh Hendricks is pleading not guilty to the charges against her. So just bringing you up to speed here, Hendricks is charged with 3 counts of disorderly conduct in connection with this incident that happened back in April. She was set to be arraigned next month in October. However, that has now been canceled. Her attorney is now asking for kind of a written complaint from the court as well as a pretrial hearing. So those are kind of the new developments that we have here. Again, she is pleading not guilty to the charges against her from that racially charged video that went viral in April in Rochester. You may remember that viral video did spark a lot of conversations on both sides. Some people were outraged, of course, by the words that she allegedly said. Others were coming to Hendricks' defense. So this is kind of a hot topic story, but we do have that little update for you about her pleading not guilty to those charges that are against her right now. So we'll make sure to bring you any new details or any updates in this story as we continue to learn them. Obviously, kind of still an ongoing case investigation here. Our third story is taking us to Mason City in northern Iowa. We do have a heads up for some residents that are living there. So today, the city water supply division is going to be flushing some of the water mains or the fire hydrants in the southeast part of town. That includes the areas on your screen where you can see highlighted in red. That is east of Federal Avenue and then south of Highway 122. So it's kind of that southeast quadrant on this map on your screen. If you live in that area and you notice any discoloration of your water during today through whenever the water mains are going to be finished being flushed, that may happen. You may see that discoloration. However, officials do say it is still safe for you to drink. Just keep in mind when you're doing any laundry, there could be potential staining that could happen because of the discoloration of water. So just keep that in mind. We do know that the flushing is starting today, going through Tuesday, October 7th. So a little over a week, I guess a week and a half, something like that, of these hydrants that are being flushed. So if you live in that area, the city is just asking you not to park near or across from any of the fire hydrants during that time so that they can get this work done as quickly and efficiently as possible. All right, our fourth and final story today, kind of something fun to look forward to this winter. Fantasy Wonderland is going to be coming back to the Minnesota State Fairgrounds. We're talking about the ice castles returning to Minnesota. Around 20 artists are going to be coming together in November to build these incredible ice castles. You're seeing some photos here on your screen, and it's going to mark the winter attraction's 15th season in the state of Minnesota and the second season at the state fairgrounds. It is a 1-acre playground. It features towers, slides, fountains, caves, everything, all completely sculpted from ice, which is super cool. So the construction of the ice castles, as you can probably imagine, it takes a little bit of time to build these, to put these together. That is expected to take several weeks, but the ice castles should be opening sometime in late December. So if you're looking for something to do or something to plan ahead to, look forward to in the winter season to come here in just a few months, this could be something that you add to your calendar. I can say from experience, me and my family and I, we went to the ice castles last year when they were at the state fairgrounds, and yeah, it was pretty cool. It's kind of one of those things that it takes your breath away. You know, you don't expect to see ice so high up and in these really cool formations, and yeah, being able to slide down an ice slide is something fun to do, especially if you have kids or a family. This would be a really fun attraction. And again, I did go last year and it was a lot of fun. Just make sure to bundle up because obviously you're surrounded by ice on a winter day in Minnesota. So not only can the temperature be cold, but just being surrounded by ice and kind of sliding down ice and touching snow and all the things can also be cold. So just make sure to bundle up if that is something that you want to do this winter. On the other end of kind of weather spectrum, it feels nothing like winter today here in southeast Minnesota and northern Iowa. We are going to be having a beautiful late summer day, kind of a fall day, but it still is going to look and feel a little bit more like late summer. We're going to be seeing temperatures in the 70s. We're going to see full sun basically for the most part of our day today. We didn't have to deal with much dense fog this morning like we have the last couple days, so that's been really good. And we have a lot of exciting warm weather to look forward to for the whole entire weekend, and honestly half of next week, if not the whole next week. We are seeing really great temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. I think one day over the weekend or maybe next week, we're gonna see potentially an 80-degree day, which is awesome for this late in September. So look forward to that. Otherwise, that's all I have in the news and weather departments. Again, trying to keep this under 10 minutes, and we're coming up on that deadline. So I'm gonna let you go, but thank you for being here, and hopefully you found this Morning Pulse update helpful and useful for you. I'll see you right here tomorrow for Friday.